Today we're going to make this easy paper caterpillar craft.
For today's craft, you are going to need some glue. I'm using a black marker to make a smile, but you could use a crayon, a pencil crayon, a pencil if you want, anything that you have. A pencil to help me out to do some drawing. I have googly eyes, but if you don't have any, you can always just make your eyes using white paper and a black dot in the middle. I'm using a little bit of black for my antenna today, and then I'm using a variety of colors for my caterpillar. So you can see these are just scrap pieces of paper. I just grabbed them in yellow, orange, red, green, and blue, but you can grab as many colors as you have. If you only have a couple colors, grab those because we can still make a caterpillar.
Oh, and I forgot to grab scissors, so grab those too.
The first thing I want to do is I want to make the body of my caterpillar. To do that, I want to make strips of paper and I want to make them all the same size. So you can see I have all these different colors and I am going to, let's see, measure using my fingers. So it's called non-standard. They're not all going to be the same and that's okay. You could make your caterpillar really thick or really, really thin and narrow. It's up to you. But just to show you, I'm going to go for like probably one finger. So from the tip of my finger to where my knuckle meets, I'm just going to measure right there. So from here's the bottom of my paper where my knuckle is, and then here's the tip of my finger up here. I'm going to put a little line. And with that line, we're going to draw a line in a minute, but what we want to do is we want to roll it over so it turns into a cylinder like this. You don't want well, you could do a humongous one, but you're going to have a really big caterpillar, so it's going to be a bit tricky. So what I want to do is I just want to make sure that it turns and rolls over like this so that I can glue it. So I'm going to do this just first. I'm going to take it, just turn it in a little bit so it rolls over, and then I'm going to just put a mark so I know where the end is. And then all I do is take my pencil, and you can use a ruler for this, or if you have your other pencil, crayon, marker, or crayon, you can just make a little line using that. I'm going to go up, and remember this line, we're going to go and make a line joining that. Doesn't have to be perfect, just the very best that you can. It's going to be a long, thin rectangle. So see, now we have this long, thin rectangle. We want one of these in every color. So this is what you want in every single color. Now, what I would suggest is it's always easier to go a thinner rectangle than it is a thicker rectangle. So if you look at your rectangle and you think, oh no, it might be too big, it's too thick, it's too long, like they're too wide like this, you're better to make it a little bit thinner. So I'll just kind of give you that tip. You'll know as soon as we get started, and it's no big deal because you can always trim it. I'm going to cut this out. Let's show you how to do this simple way. So let's cut out your rectangle. There we go. Let's just make sure it works. So I'm just going to roll it. Yeah, and I'm wondering if it's too big, my friends. It's going to be a pretty thick caterpillar. Huh. You know what? I think it's too big. I think I made it too wide. So I'm going to take that long, thin rectangle and I'm going to jump down a little bit and cut some off. So I'm actually going to cut off maybe about 2 fingers or 2 centimeters. So now it's probably not even as long as my thumb here. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to cut that off. I'm going to make it more narrow. And that's a great thing about a craft. You just edit as you go. So this is what it looks like right now. So for those of you who are like, I don't know. If you take your glue lid, it's probably like 1 glue lid, 2 glue lids. That's all it is. It's not very big. Here it is against my pencil. You can see it, so it's not very wide. Now I'm going to take that and I'm going to trace it on top of my green one and cut it out, and my red one and my yellow one. On my orange one, I want to make one in every color. So you could do this and just trace it, cut it out, trace it, cut it out, trace it, cut it out. Or if you feel very confident in your cutting skills, and be careful because if you don't, it's okay to do it one by one. It's sometimes better to go slow and steady. but you can take them all together and just hold tight and just cut them all together. Sometimes I think tracing and then cutting is the better route to go. I have done this many, many times, and so I find this easier, but I didn't always find it that way. When you're done, you want to end up with all of your strips of paper. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could keep your caterpillar 5 long, or you can make more of them. You could use different colors, like I said, or they can all be the same color. It doesn't matter. This is how we're going to start, and then you can make yours bigger or smaller as we go. So I'm going to start, I think, with the first color. I'm going to make my first color yellow. You decide what you would like your color to be. It doesn't matter. This is going to be the head of my caterpillar, and all I'm going to do is put a little bit of glue on one end. So all I've done is put some glue here. I'm going to take that, I'm going to curl and come to the other side and push down with my fingers, holding it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Push it together, and I have a cylinder. Yay! So there we go. I have that cylinder. Now for the next one, I'm going to take it. So whatever color, let's see. I think I'm going to go red. Should I go red? No, orange. I'm going to go orange. So pick what color you want to go next. And that one's going to go inside here. So it's going inside that yellow. And we're going to do the same thing. Glue on the one side. Pick it up. Curl, roll it over here. And hold it down. Pushing it down with your fingers. I like to count to 5. Ta-da! Now if I made these if these strips were even longer, then my caterpillar would look a little bit different. So after you're done the first one, you can experiment making longer strips, thinner strips, smaller strips. It's completely up to you, because then you know what to do. Guess what? We're doing the same thing. Now this time, don't put it through the yellow one. You're putting it through the orange one, or the one you just did. Now, if your colors are different, this was the first one. Excuse me, the orange is the second one. My red is going through my second color. So it's going through that second color. Just take your time, put glue, and roll it. And stick to the other end. And I'm going to do that with all my colors. So now I'm going to go to the next one. Let's see, I think I'll do, maybe I'll do green? No, blue. That was my last one. I'm going to put it inside, put glue on, roll it, and hold it. Oops, last one. Now, like I said, if you have more colors or you want to keep going, you don't have to stop at this. You could make a longer caterpillar and you would just keep going. So you get to decide. He looks so cute. Look at, you can flip them this way. You decide which way you want him to go, or her. And now that we have the body, or depending on whether you have your body, if you want to keep going, and then just pause the video and you can do this next part after. But I'm going to put the face on here. And to do that, I'm going to take my eyes. Now, if you don't have eyes, all you do is cut out 2 circles of white paper, and then you can color the middle black, and there you have an eye. So I'm just going to go to the front of this one, and I'm going to stick one eye on. And your eyes could be bigger than this, smaller than this, it's up to you. I'm going to stick the other one on. There we go. Now I'm going to use my black marker, but if you have a crayon or a pencil crayon, whatever you have, you can make a little smile, or you could use a pencil, or you could use a different color. And I'm just going to make a curved line here. You can see I'm putting my finger underneath to help me. And I might put a little curve here and a little curve here. There we go. Last, I'm going to put 2 little antennas sticking up. So I have this big piece of black paper, and I don't think I need that big piece, so I'm just going to cut out a little square. And once I have that square, I'm gonna fold it over. Gonna take my pencil. I'm folding it over because then I'll end up with two, but you could always do one and then make another one, just like we did when we made our strip of paper and we traced. You could make one and then trace and make your second one. I'm gonna take my pencil and I'm going to go in the middle of my page here and I'm gonna draw a line down. Hopefully you can see that. Try to draw it darker. I'm gonna jump over and draw another line down. It's about 1 centimeter, so it's about the width of your finger. So it's like one side of your, or pinky, sorry, to the other side of your pinky. Then at the top, I want to draw a circle. So I'm gonna make a circle that's a little bit larger than that line. So there it is. Hopefully you can see that. There's a line, and a circle. If this doesn't work, you can just draw and cut out a rectangle, cut out a circle, and you can glue them together. Sometimes that is easier for people. So here, I'm just going around my circle here. Once again, you don't have to do it my way. If you think, no way, I'm gonna just draw a circle and glue it on my rectangle, then that is perfect as well. Oh, you can see my antennae don't really look like they are perfect around that circle, so I'm gonna just trim that. Okay, I like the way that looks. And then all I do is I take the bottom of the antenna, so the rectangle part, and I just push it down a little bit so I have somewhere to put my glue. I put my glue on there and I glue it at the top. I want to hold it down just to make sure it sticks. And I'm going to do the same to the other side. And there we have it. So cute. Now that you know how to make one, you can make a whole bunch in different colors, different sizes. It's completely up to you. I hope you enjoyed this craft. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for joining me on Craft Club for Kids. Remember, be creative and have fun.